Eagle Nation, what up? RB here. Welcome into A to Z Philly. Do me a favor, like the video if you enjoy this content. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the future coverage. Today, we are going to talk about a veteran free agent, a defensive end who was named by Bleacher Report as a potential fit for the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll talk about if this guy makes sense, should he be a fit or not, and should they even take a flyer. We'll get into it all. And we will start by looking at the initial report. Shout out to Word on the Birds, does a great job of posting Eagles content. And Bleacher Report names the Eagles as a potential suitor for free agent edge Emmanuel Ogbah. Okay, and he was most recently on the Miami Dolphins. And of course, just like some of these other guys, he would be a fit with the Eagles because of the scheme, right? He played under Vic Fangio, as it says right here. Philadelphia Eagles would be a logical fit, largely because they now employ his 2023 defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, in the same role. Last year in 2023, Ogbah had 19 pressures, 11 hurries, and 5.5 sacks. Emmanuel Ogbah is 30 years old. He's getting up there in age, probably a bit washed at this point. The Dolphins ended up releasing him back in February, and they actually just went out recently and signed Calais Campbell, another player that we've talked about as a potential fit. He's even older, which is kind of surprising, but when you look at the stats for Ogbah, a couple years ago, back in 2020, actually, he had 9 sacks. Then in 2021, he had 9 sacks as well. So he had a really good stretch there. Before that, he won a Super Bowl with Kansas City, started his career with Cleveland as a second-round pick. But, you know, he's nothing special. He's not over the top. Really, he's just a depth piece. That's what he is. Could the Eagles use more depth? Absolutely. On a defensive line, you don't know. There's a lot of questions coming into this season. You know, who's going to be the guy? Like, obviously, Bryce Huff is your big free agent acquisition, but what if he doesn't follow up his big breakout year, right? Like, what if you do need another guy to come in maybe on that second unit and just eat up some snaps? So if Emmanuel Ogbah is available, and especially available at a discounted price, would I take a flyer? I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt, right? If he doesn't pan out, sure, you cut him, you go on your way. But as a camp body, I don't think it would hurt. And there definitely are a few other players out there right now who still remain unsigned. I think it's been kind of a weird free agency period where some of these vets are out there, and I think they will be picked up eventually before we get, you know, into camp, preseason, etc. But maybe he's just at the point where he's washed. Now, would Vic Fangio go to Howie Roseman? Would he go to the organization and say, yo, you know, this is a good depth piece, right? I liked him in Miami. Apparently, a lot of the Miami guys didn't even like Vic Fangio, so maybe he doesn't like him at all. I don't know what it is, but he did play 15 games this past year. He had 20 tackles and, like I said, 5 sacks as well and a forced fumble. So, look, maybe he could come in, be a free agent depth piece, and that's really all you're looking for. Howie Roseman wants to go younger with this team. He wants to get some of these other guys incorporated, right? The Milton Williams of the world. Obviously, going to be a big year for Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Bryce Huff, of course, right? They don't want to lose production after letting Hassan Reddick go and trading him away. So the Eagles are going to need as much help as they can get. They're going to be asked to do a lot this year, especially these young guys. So maybe having a veteran come in and be a backup wouldn't be such a bad idea. But it's not urgent. It's not something that's pressing. I just think we're at the time right now where, you know, we need things to talk about. And Bleacher Report is talking about some of these remaining free agents. So the fit kind of makes sense. If Vic Fangio didn't burn bridges with everybody in Miami, I honestly don't know if Emmanuel Ogbah likes Vic Fangio or not. But definitely keep your mind on this guy right here. Keep your eyes out. Maybe the Eagles will pick up a couple more pieces, but maybe not. Maybe they feel content with where they are at heading into this Eagles training camp. But give me your thoughts. Do you think the Eagles need to pick up any more reinforcements? Also, real quick, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. It is the great BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using our code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to parlays, live bets, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. So go ahead and find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with the bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions.